Happy Manic Monday, everybody. So you've been working remotely for months now. Yeah, I don't know if you realize it, but it's September already. Christmas decorations are already popping up on the shelves and then skipped right over Halloween. So you may be like a lot of companies and you're starting to trickle back into work. Or maybe you've been there all along because you're essential and you never left the office. One thing you want to make sure of when you're getting back into the office is that your copier is completely clean and disinfected. A lot of nasty little germs can sit and fester on those keypads and touch screens and buttons and everything else. You know, because somebody sneezed or coughed all over it. Or maybe or they sneezed on their hand and then started, touching the screen right after. Today I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how you can make sure that the copier is sanitary, clean, disinfected, and germ-free. Let's go ahead and hop on over to the showroom. So we're going to take note of my buddy back here, Mr. Altalink 8055. Solid device. First thing you need to make sure that you have when you're cleaning your devices for use is some gloves. Get some good gloves, preferably nitrile or latex, to make sure that you're not spreading anything on your hands or any other type of germ. Okay, second order of business is you want to make sure to turn it off, unplug it from the wall, make sure there's no power, because the last thing that you want to do is actually go to clean a device that is plugged in and active, because that could lead to electrocution. So unplug it back here. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is take a clean, soft, lint-free cloth like this. We're gonna moisten it with some rubbing alcohol and we're gonna give the copier a little bit of a bath. Hint, you don't want the cloth to be dripping and overly wet. Just dampen it, okay? Yet another hint, some of these Clorox hydrogen peroxide disinfectant wipes will work perfectly fine. Okay. We got our gloves on, got our cloth, it's dampened. Come around to Altalink 8055. Now when you're rubbing the user interface, you want to go in just one direction. You don't need to don't do this whole circle thing, just one direction, up to down or down to up. So anyway, you know that hands have been touching, underneath handles, areas like that. Obviously the display screen we already talked about. All right, well, once you've done that part, you need to make sure to just kind of hang back, wait while the copier air dries. You don't want any leftover moisture on that copier before you go powering it back on. So take a breather. So by now you're probably wondering, well, Matt, how are you going to destroy the copier this week? It didn't do anything to tick you off. You're right, it didn't. I'm gonna give the copier a little bit of affection this week because, hey, copiers need love too. So I'm starting off with a little heart-scented candle here. Maybe something else. Give this bad boy a little romance as long as you're giving it a good bath. Oh, look, it worked. I turned it on. I know I have a lot of fun and I kid and joke about all this, but on the real, make sure you are taking precautions to ensure these copiers and other printers and stuff are clean when you're returning to work. People have been home for a long time, barricaded in, getting germs from who knows where. So I actually dropped a link down below, down there in the comments, that goes into this in some very real detail. Feel free to click on that. And in the meantime, you guys continue to stay safe, be healthy, be strong, and I'll talk to you next time.